Hello and welcome back to Factorio and the July 2020 community map. So I've got all the sciences going. I started last time on the rocket components. So I have the rocket fuel up here, low density structures and the rocket control units. And I started collecting some of the resources needed to actually build the silo. I'm also going to have tier 3 productivity modules to help with the actual rocket. I'm probably going to leave tier 1s in the other stuff for the time being. Space Science is nearly done, so I'm going to try and get the satellite in the rocket as well. And to that end, I have got accumulators and solar panels over here. And the other resources to do that should be fairly straightforward. The main requirement is getting the, it's 2,000 of each science pack for the Space Science. So again, I'm going to collect whatever rocket fuel I've got ready available, so I can start putting that into the rocket. I don't think I've got quite the full amount yet, but there should be a fair amount over here. Looks like I'm about 300, 400 or so short, but that's fine, I can leave that running. And for the latency structure and the control units, they're on transport belts over here, so I don't need to transfer those manually. That's as bonus down, start stocking up on supplies. And I might actually want to get speed beacons and speed modules as well. Probably, that's tricky, I've not really got enough red circuits. It's really going to come down to timing at that point, whether I want to spend the circuits or not. So this is going to be my chest for storing parts. Looks like I've got no steel ones, so let's use a regular one, so parts can be stored up here for now. That's those. And I've got enough of those now, so that's good. They go in there. What else did I need? Okay, yeah, I think I don't need that many stored up of those. And let's just check what else I need. The rocket silo, I've got those. I need 200 engines, which I was storing up over here somewhere. The pipes and the stuff should be easy, so let's just check on these engines. Yep, there is engines here. And don't need the extra one. And the concrete is in the box. The process units are in a box. I actually know where I put the pipe. I'm pretty sure I had the pipe. No, maybe I threw it, tossed it away somewhere. Don't see any in those. I'll just get some more. I'm over here. Now it looks like I'm doing fairly well towards getting the solar panels and stuff I need too. So this is the rocket silo complete, so this is going to drop in here. And I'm not going to connect up these just yet. See if I've got the productivity modules, which I have indeed got. So let's take those, put those in there first. And so now this should start building away with the full productivity bonus. Base science is nearly done, so that's good. So I've got pretty much all the things there. The solar panels and accumulators are on their way. And I've got another 100 of these ready to go. So first unit on that starting up. And let's look at speed modules if I want to get them. I think I might have not actually done the technology. Yep, I'm going to want this tech. And I guess I'll just, no, I want to actually not do that. Let's just get rid of that copper cable and actually pick up some circuits. Handcrafting electronic circuits is really not going to, that's just a pain at this stage. Yeah, 30 should be a good, that'll, well, 30 will be over 15 things, that's probably more than I need. I might have to change how this goes. Let's just do 20, I don't think I need really more than that. And yeah, that technology is queued up. That's that. Let's go see how the solar panels and the accumulators are doing. Yeah, I've got 100 of those, they're all done. And the solar panels, let's see what they're doing. They're not quite done, they're not getting enough circuits right now. So let's give them some circuits to help them. So I've got 50, I just need to get the second 50, so that's another 17. That shouldn't actually take much time. How I feel, yeah, I'll just pick the other stuff up along the way. Got the solar panels, the space science is very, very, very nearly done. Got the more rocket fuel, I might... No, I didn't count, I'm not sure I got enough rocket fuel to finish the rocket. Oops, that's a rock. To finish the rocket and to build the satellite, but I'll see. I do need to free up some space though, so let's just get rid of most of this. I just need to have 5 stacks of it left. So clear up to there. Then has this got what I needed? This has got what I needed. Don't need the 2 extra. Can I get the satellite wherever that is located? Not quite sure. Yes, I can. So 1 satellite acquired. This is about halfway done. Might need to try and encourage low density structures to speed up. Okay, so that's actually going as fast as it can right now. I need to give it more copper, so I'm going to build this second belt. And just move some things around to do it. So this should come along here. And that there is rather inconvenient. I can get one of those to come down like that, then I can delete this. Well, actually that underground belt there is also in the way, so I guess what I'm going to do is that. Tidy this up later, I suppose. Yeah, that coming down there should link together. And let's see, I should now have the beacons. So I need some copper and I need some steel. I'm just going to take steel from here. And actually I've got quite a lot of copper anyway, so let's just build the 10 of those, 5 to start with. And then I can build 5 more if I want to. So I'm just going to build these like around the edge here. And I said, so there's stuff in the way, but I don't need to have the maximum amount possible right now. I kind of just in a waiting game really. There's probably not going to be too much to do until this is finished. Let's see how long it takes. Can I put the satellite in already? No, I think I need to wait for the actual rocket before I can put the satellite in. A bit unfortunately. And let's see how this is going. So I've got the extra copper now. And yeah, that's working. It's almost getting to the end. There's a few too many. So I'm not going to increase production too easily. What I'd have to do to further increase production is come back all the way here. In fact, if I let the robots do it, it will like keep pausing and will actually take longer because of the like delays. So I'll go do it manually so I don't like interrupt the belt while I'm messing about. So what I mean there is I need to move. I just need to move some of these back like that. And I haven't actually got any transport belts with me, so I will still have to use this to do the actual transport belt. And I just want to see, because just doing this will make that more full anyway. Because I don't want to deal with actually stuff like that. Can just move, that's not being like used right now, it's not important. Stop crashing. Those old power poles are no longer needed. So yes, you can see here this is a full belt. In fact, I even leave the space required. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, I'm going to disable that for a second. I don't need to make these science packs anymore. And that will essentially double how much goes to the rocket silo. I think that's the easiest solution to that. In which case I suppose the speed modules don't really matter, but I did build them. That's kind of my fault, because if you recall earlier on, I did actually have the low density structure backed up at one point, but I wasn't stockpiling it. That's not even going to bother. Yeah, I need more speed modules, but it's not worth bothering. I can use these 5 for something else later. Let's see how close it's done, because it's 68% done now. Anything I do will take some time to like have an effect. Although now that copper is actually backing all the way up. It's plastic. I should have just moved this plastic right from the beginning. and I'll go take care of that stuff manually. And let's say I do another 12 of them. I have a feeling that still, by the time I've actually done it, it's like going to be too late to have an effect, but it's something to do while I wait. And let's try and see if I can get rid of some of this. So that needs to go. And then I can copy the second part of this. You get the steel. And also the power poles for these. That's all going to be done together. I think I picked up some plastic I didn't really want yet. So let's just put that in places. And now this seems to not be enough copper again, even though it's just backed up. Not sure. And that's kind of near the limit as well. I think the very first thing to do will be to upgrade this. Means I'm going to need some more pipe and stuff. So if I was going to upgrade this again, I think I'd want to build at least, let's say, another 40 steam engines. So I'd be building this here. Because although that's a lot of steam engines, you think about it, like in terms of like percentage increase, it's not a massive increase over what I've already got. Now, why is this aren't just dried up? Oh, that's my own fault because basically because just took a bunch of stuff from here. Yeah, I've not gone off R now at all. And this is because this isn't full. Yeah, these aren't full anymore. And I think they're mostly all running at full speed, so I think it's just there's not enough miners. Now that I've cleared the backlog that has been, well, backed up for hours. But I think that's a real issue, I'll figure that out later. And probably where I've been wondering about all this stuff, the rocket has actually finished. Yeah, it has. My wasting time and getting a worse score. So one rocket away with a satellite. So hopefully I get a good time, and I'm going to get 1,000 space stars to spend on something. So there you go, 7 hours 30, so I got it with the satellite, plenty of time. Probably only did that because I had construction drones, but at the same time I didn't have construction drones, or I was just going for this purpose. I could have done it a bit faster. Like the whole stuff to do with nuclear and things, I didn't need to do it at all. So, quite happy with that achievement. Apparently I still wants to kill some stuff, mostly running into small electric poles, because this is like they attract the car. It's like you're driving and somehow you always hit the things. So yeah, I was saying, so I get 1,000 space science for this. So that's just going to be parked in there for now, because I've not built a belt. And now I've really got to decide if I actually want to do anything with it right now. There's some more tech I'd like to get. Might as well get this one because it's cheap. Well, compared to like future, you can see it jumps straight up to 2,500. And one rocket gives 1,000, so that there is 2.5 rockets as well. So getting that can definitely be a bit of a challenge. I'm not sure it's really going to be the highest priority right now. In terms of other sides, this will actually possibly be my first one to get. Having more worker robot speed is kind of helpful. I tend to not bother after a couple of levels because it gets really expensive and the robots are like lightning speed. But again, those first couple of levels is handy. Yeah, I think right now though, I'm not going to be too bothered with science. I get that one because I like the extra productivity from the mines. Although maybe it doesn't really matter so much on this map because on this map, well, there's so much resources around, like saving resources isn't really a thing. Okay, now what's happening here? So I just said there's too much coal. Oh, because there's not enough coal there? What's going on with this? Okay, so that's my own mistake. So that's a basic belt and it's going through all this stuff first. So I'm just kind of getting the leftovers down here. So that can be the first thing to do. Let's go fix that. And probably the easiest fix is just to take well, that could have just been a straight belt anyway. And then it's still going to be after this plastic, but I think that'll be fine if I just take this straight down here instead of doing that. Then this will come along. I'm ashamed that that row report is in exactly the wrong place. Let's just give it a bit of a shove over there. So then this will come along here. And it's very nearly in the same place it was anyway, so I think that's quite nice and tidy. Then I'm just going to actually delete the old one. And it's only just going to take a moment here to set up my logistics thing. And I'm going to start moving towards more fast by default, I guess. I don't need as many of these. And then eventually I'll be doing something with Express. And I'll need some of these to go with it. The reason why I'm doing 40 is because I know there's a tendency for the logistics drones to bring like an oversupply, and I don't want like an overflow, like I've got 50 and it takes an extra slot. So I'm just going to stick to something nice and conservative. Also, I might pick up stuff off the ground again. It'd be nice to pick stuff up without immediately going to an extra slot. I could tell them to also auto trash items, but then if I want something, like end up having to disable it or reconfigure all the times. Like I want to build something big, I know it's going to be big, so I can't pick up 1,000 items and immediately all the robots take them away. It's like, I'd rather they didn't do that. So again, 40 on there, 40 on there, and yeah, I got distracted there. So yeah, probably 190, 90 and 90 or something. And I can extend this later on. Now in this version of the game, I start as many slots as I want, so I'm not going to really worry about the number of slots I'm using. So that's certainly a nice thing. Do the same for those. Probably the same for those. 90 sounds good. And I probably forgot something important, but I'll start. Now I've got this, I can start doing it on like a more routine basis. So looking towards future expansion, it'd be good to get these express belts working. So they're going to need lots of gears, and I'm probably going to have to redo this as well slightly. What I do need to do is come up with a way where I can fit the power poles. So somewhere like there maybe, that looks good. Because I need to get this pipe out. So that pipe can go up there. I also need to find a place to get the pipe out from here. Doing it that way seems good. And that radar can move as well to somewhere not exactly in the way. Again, for pretty much the same reasons. What do these need? So they need circuits. And they need gears. So circuits, gears. That just want gears. I've done those ones. I'm going to put red circuits on here as well in a second. And then lubricants can come along here. And lubricants already had over here, so it's going to be nice and simple to get this going. And then for the red circuits, so I'm just going to change this around a bit so it looks like, yeah, red circuits come there. Then that can go like that. And why have I got so few red circuits right now? What went wrong with this? Was it because of the cold change I was making? I'm not quite sure. I probably should have upgraded this to fast belt though. At least past the plastic here. And at this point I might as well upgrade it the whole distance along. So I kind of answered the power plant that I blueprinted, so this should be fairly straightforward. Just find somewhere to get the water supply. And did I build any pumps? I probably didn't build pumps. No, build a couple of pumps. So that can go there, that can go there. And I was going to carry on doing what I was doing before with this. So just copy that there, I guess. And then keep coming down, keep down. Then for this one, I think it's the same. And then this is the same for that one, because think that's what I wanted. How did I do it last time when I put them down? Yeah, I'm not quite sure I did those the right way. I'm just going to stick with this for now. If I don't have enough coal, then I can think about it. So now this power's upgrade, I think what I want to do is get towards having the power armor with the roboports. So I had done most of this research earlier, so I think it's just that and the fusion reactor. Let's see if I spot anything else that I forgot about. I don't know if it's coming to mind. Oh, I want this. I need to get black research. Yes, I need black research. That's annoying. I need a very small amount of it though, so it shouldn't take too long. I need to get that. And then, yeah, I need to get this one to then get that one. And I want the Mark II because of the extra grid size, not really for any military application. What else is there while I'm here? It'll be useful to get these cargo size ones as well for the robots. And there's just a few of these, so they just use regular science, that's fine. Nothing else comes to mind. I don't need shields and stuff, I just want the best like roboport I can get. So I guess I really didn't leave myself much space at all to try and do this. A bit unfortunate. I'm not sure if I can try and squash it in just here. This would be the nicest place to put it if I can make it fit. Well, that's only like a very small amount, so let's see how that goes. So if that's making ammo, then I just need a few of the piercing ammo. That keeps that requirement. Then I need a couple of... So yeah, the wall I can do probably like over here or something out of the way. So yeah, make the wall and a couple of grenades. And they can feed into like a fairly small number of the military science things. And then I can feed over, I'm just going to feed into one of the labs. So I won't use the full lab capacity, I suppose, but again, don't think it's a big deal. So that can be stone blocks and iron. The iron can go through to there and be picked up. Then this needs to just come out and make itself available to these three in some form. I need copper and steel somehow there. And then I need iron and coal there. So iron and coal could come like here. And then I can do that to get that there. So they get side loaded there. Stone, I guess, can go along here or something. The stone walls once I've made them. So I will say that's going to be for stone walls. Iron's there. Actual output there. And then come into these. I need to put the output on these somewhere though. What if I did... Yeah, if I side load this here, then they could output into a splitter. Let's only go let those out. Then that's not going to work, is it? How can I make that work? I could use a filtered inserter. That would work because it fits in that gap. That's going to take the piercing, and then these can both unload up there. And that gives these what they need. Like that. One more there. Stone wall can be here. And maybe the best solution, I guess, is just to move this pipeline. So if the pipeline was coming along here instead, I'll have to deal with that. That way works. I plan to stop all the pipes somewhere, oh well. Particularly urgent right now. Because, yeah, this was going to be input material. Then if that can bridge the gap. Do something like, do something like this. That's kind of a messy solution, but I suppose it works. So this was going to be stone blocks. These need to leave a space for it. So stone blocks, then iron. Right, I need iron for something else. I need iron for grenades as well, didn't I? And coal. I have no idea where I'm going to put the coal. Have to figure that one out too. And I do need to actually, I forgot, I need to go and fix the iron situation somehow. And that was the wrong one, wasn't it? Yeah. I think I can fix that. So that will come in there. And it just means this comes along here instead. And the stone has to go. Making a bigger and bigger mess, aren't I? And the stone wall comes here. So some inputs and some outputs. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do about coal. So I guess a possible solution is coal can come here, and I can deeply regret it later, but I don't think right now the batteries have any reason to come up north. Or at least I really hope the batteries never have to come up here. And okay, I've got another bit of a messy junction. I think the only way to get past this pipes is going to be, yeah, if I can go there, down there, put the splitter on there like that, and there you go, there's the coal to go down. Let's remind you more, this isn't the best idea. So one feature I've actually not used for a really long time, but it does kind of work here, is you can side load onto the far side of an underground belt, which is really non-obvious. If you look at the graphics, it just goes straight through like the steel plate, but you can do it. This is a lot more useful, like, I used it a lot more before splitters had filters. Like, if I wanted to just take the one side of a belt, what you'd do is if this had, like, iron and copper, then only the copper on this side can come through, and the iron gets blocked. So it's quite a useful feature. It's, like I said, I've not used it really so much since the splitters had filters. So I'm going to expand, so I'm actually going to do, before I do that, I'm going to just disable these entirely, because I can't upgrade the steel furnaces to electric furnaces. So I'm going to use the steel furnaces I've got, but I'm probably not going to build any new ones. And I've got two belts here, so I'm going to take these two belts and put them straight into a new set of iron furnaces. And I'm going to use the copper I did before as a template. So that's all of that. So leave a little bit of space so I can arrange things later. And also I need coal at the top then, which I can actually take from there, so that's kind of convenient. And the coal is going to come from the, I bet this is all the wrong way around. Let's see how this goes. I should have probably copied this in the first place. Oh no, it's the right way around. Yep, so the coal comes from over here. Don't know why I'm placing ghosts for that, that's not going to make it any faster. We'll let the drones do that while I do the easy bit. So, 2 red belts for the iron. First one's there, the second one carry on. That one, and this one. I actually might not even have enough basic belt. Because I said I can afford red belt now. The reason the only reason to use basic belt here is basically because it was in the blueprint I copied. Let's go stand over here so I'm near enough the report. So this here shall be a full belt. Try and copy that correctly. And this here will be a half belt. Except here I'm going to side load the other half belt. Yeah, and again, I don't know, I could have just built this manually rather than waiting for robots to do a job right in front of me. So let's get that there. And how am I going to power this? I think I'll just put a power pole across here. They have coal now. Looks like there's coal getting in. And they've got iron. So that's all good. Then I'm going to take this. And I guess for now I'm actually going to feed it just into that. So this is probably absolute complete overkill. But I'll have the iron available for later. So it will still be handy. And how am I going to do that? I guess the way to do that will be... Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to connect that one right now. I want quality on that side. It might, I think that's very much a thing to figure out later. And that also means the black science is starting to get done. So I wonder if I can put one there, go that way. I'm not sure if that's going to cause problems or not. What I'm very short on right now is this. Why is this so short? Oh, because I forgot to put that belt back. That's dumb. So looking towards the power armor, nothing really special here. I need to get 25 speed module 2s and 25 efficiency module 2s. Which I guess they're kind of special because currently I produce neither of those, but I only need 25, it's easy. Now electric units I'll steal from the science. Low density structure I've got, and process unit I've got, so that's that taken care of. Now let's look at the other things I want. So I want some of these. So again, I'm going to have to stockpile quite a lot of processing units, so I'll have to fill up a chest with a few stacks. And low density structure, since I'm not making rockets right now, I can just use low density structure that would have gone into rockets. And I also want the exoskeleton, which I forget where that is. I have got the research. So it's electric engine units again. Looks like the science is going to be having a lot of stuff stolen from it. And I think I want some Mark II batteries. And okay, so that's personal batteries to make them, which is that one. So yeah, steel batteries, nothing too insane there. What I might do is make the batteries somewhere on a production line, because that's going to need 10 each. You can end up needing like 500 batteries or so to make a good number. Now I have got this here. Does this actually help me? Not particularly, because the seal is up there. I was going to be lazy on this one, so I've already got the... Unless I screwed up actually. Did I get the achievement for logistics bots? Yeah, so I've already got that achievement since I've finished the game now. So I could just be slightly lazy and be like, well, I don't need too many of these and they're a hassle. So let's let logistics bots take care of some of it. And to that end, if I was to do that, then what I'd want to do is I want to have one of these to do personal batteries, one of these to do Mark II batteries, 2 requesters. So I'm still going to directly feed like from one to the other. Actually, I could even build this more out of the way. I could build this like so here, and then I'll use the robots to bring in the extra items, which is some steel. and some of these, and some of these. Not that many. Expensive. And I'm not quite sure what the stack limit is, so I'll just go with that. I guess in like a multiplayer game where you're making like 5 or 6 of the power armors, maybe I'd care some more. But the thing is, in a single player game, I'm going to make it once and then I'm just never going to ever do it again. For the speed modules, I think what I'll do is I'll repurpose this, like so. And I think for the time being I'll still... Oh, let's clear some space. For the time being I'm just going to pick up these. I've got better things to do with modules and I don't need to burn the power. In fact, I'm going to cancel that. That's really a plan I didn't think through to the full extent. Because I still need to make the tier 1 modules and handcrafting is going to be a really stupid way of doing it. What have I got my... What did I pick up that I shouldn't have picked up? So yeah, this is all kind of redundant. I'm going to build a proper module thing. Or at least I'm going to build it as far as tier 2. So looking at this, so these take 15 seconds, these take 30, so they make 2 at a time. This consumes 1. This requires 4, so I need twice as many tier 2s as tier 1s. So if I have 2 tier 1s, then I'm going to have 4 tier 2s like so. And this will apply to both the regular ones and the efficiency. Now, I'm going to do this the other way around because I want tier 2s to have resource priority, just in case there is a lack of resources. And I guess I'll do the same for efficiency. I'm inevitably going to end up doing it this way with spare modules. And I don't really know what I'll do with spare efficiency modules. They kind of seem useless. But it's also not particularly expensive. I think, like, I'd have to count the number of inputs to make sure I don't input more things. Because the assembly machines and the... Well, yeah, both the assembly machines and the belts will hold items. So if you set like a limit on a chest to say, okay, I just want to have 5 things in this chest. You have 5 things in the chest, then you have like 2 in the assembly machine, and a bunch more on the belts, and a bunch in those assembly machines. And you still overproduce. So let's say one of these is green and one's red and blue. So these will want... Actually, if I do that, they're all going to want both, aren't they? No, so okay, red and blue for those. Red and green for these. That's going to look like that. And I think... No, they want both as well. These ones don't. They can output there, output there. That's another output. And 2 inputs. And they can output... I just want to have 1 box because it's convenient. So let's say the output's there and output's there. Into a box. Then that goes from there to there. To there. Yeah, that works. I like that. And do the same here. So, there to there. I need to... Okay, the power poles can just go there instead. That's perfectly fine. Like so. So, which one was this? This was blue and red. And this one was just the green. And I guess one thing I could do to optimize is actually I don't need to make the steel here anymore. I've got more than enough steel production at the other place. And then that will make the extra iron ore available to do iron stuff with. I didn't quite leave as much space here as I intended. So what I want to do is I want to move... So I didn't make enough grenades the first time. Just carrying on that disaster. So yeah, this leaves me more space to put some extra grenade things in. I wanted to do that there. So, one there, one there. Also had to start on the tier 3 selling machine, so I'm just going to upgrade this belt. So I can get, this is mostly so I can get more green circuits in. At least I might actually have to expand production as well. Let's just upgrade all of this and I can worry about running production in a minute. So, at least down to here. So I'm going to have a production facility here. This will pass across in the same way as before. And I want to kind of clean up all the old ones, so I'm going to do is have a request a chest. And it's going to have a request for basically storing all of those. Go into there. And give me a couple hundred of those. So these are going to need to also have modules. Let's go build the modules here for simplicity. And these are really fast, it's like half a second. So it's going to be the modules that take longer. So, but at the same time, I'm not going to be building like my personal capacity to build stuff is not going to be that fast. So I'm not too worried about having like thousands of speed module production because I'll just never build that many assembly machines quickly enough. So a couple of inputs here and then output there, and then they'll feed into this here. So looking at this, I think the only way I'm going to I don't know, I don't really want to disturb this. I think what I'll do is I'll just build this here and then I'll do a side load or something somewhere along the way. Yeah, if I do this, then there's space to do that as well. Like so. And that fits in there. Alright, there's still a selling machine once. I could have upgraded these a while ago. Let's see if I can make it upgrade those ghosts as well. Yeah. Okay, so I've got enough modules, so let's go disable those. I'm going to keep making the speed modules because they'll be useful in the future. So let's just dump those somewhere. That wasn't quite what I meant. How can I? Oh, do you have to actually select a recipe? Yeah, you have to select a recipe before you can get rid of modules. Kind of weird. So I got that tech at last, so what do I need? So I need to pick up some more. I need to go pick up some more modules. I put them in some assembly machines just so they'll do something useful in the meantime. And I have now got, so how many of these do I actually need? So I do 25 robots each, and they give a larger area. I'm going to stick with 2 to start. I've not played about biters for a while on like a non-modded games, so I'm going to see how this goes with this many. Just going to take these modules back from here. I didn't need that many sewing machines, so I realised this initial burst, if I'm like, oh, I want to upgrade all that, you need quite a lot early on, and then it will kind of settle down later. So, yeah, so I can make that now, and then I can put some of these back in there, just because they might as well go somewhere. And I should have some batteries around somewhere as well. So yeah, let's take the... Okay, I've got 11 so far, that's probably enough. But the other nice thing about getting the power armor, as you can see, it's giving me extra space to store stuff. Just the like storage bonus is really nice. So let's see how I can lay this out. So I might build a 4th one of those, I'm not quite sure yet. We're going to have some spare space to play with. It's kind of like what I want to do this 4 pieces here. Normally I'd put like shields in, but I don't really need shields today. And look how much faster that movement is as well. The movement bonus is really nice because the multiple things stack. And that's quite a lot of power storage. It's going to take a while for this to like fully charge. Even 2 fusion reactors, it's not like, for instance, that's 750, 750. So that's 600 there, so that's almost a reactor's worth. And then these will recharge a robot at 1 megawatt. And basically what will happen is how much two of those, like the number of robots I want to have, if I'm building something continuously, which tends to be something like solar panels or concrete, then it will still gradually deplete that battery. Which is why I need to have, it's not practical to have enough fusion reactors, so you use batteries to kind of try and give you enough burst power for a short duration. What this does mean, I suppose, I don't actually need these construction drones anymore. I guess they're kind of redundant now, so I can get rid of those. Still, I've got 5 cents. I finally charged up those. Well, there's 2 reasons why the construction drones are kind of redundant now. In my opinion, these are going to be a lot faster, so if I go up somewhere, I'm probably going to want to clear. Now I've got the research. These are moving really fast. The research doesn't upgrade the drones. The other one was, like I said, when I was building like the furnaces and the power plant stuff, because the drones have to go around stuff and their pathing is not perfect. They tend to get caught up and take a lot longer, in my experience. But I think that's fine. I had those like right from the start of the game, and it's like now 8 hours in, I finally got something that is maybe debatably better. So I'd still say construction drones are insanely powerful. I think this does leave a nice place to stop for the day though, so I've got the rocket launched and I've now got Mark II power armor. And I did upgrade some bits and pieces around the base. And the next big project is really going to be do something with nuclear, because I've ignored this for a while. But so I only got 21, like I said, I ignored it for a while. Unless I build a load more centrifuges, I've still not got enough. So I guess that will keep running for a bit. But yeah, maybe next time do something with that. And otherwise, get into making the tier 3 modules and the beacons. And then I can start upgrading everything for like the late game. Now, I don't know if I'll keep the bus layout or move on to something else entirely, not quite sure. Probably not going to be doing trains anytime soon. The only reason I think of to get a train is to go get this coal over here. As I can see, there's more coal over here. And if I do start moving to nuclear, then like I'm not using all this coal as it is. I'm probably not going to need it. There's lots of iron here that I've just left unconnected. There's a patch there I've not even touched. I guess eventually I'll go to that one. So I will use trains when I need to get to that one. I just don't think it'll be anytime soon. But yeah, it's all stuff in the future, so be sure to check out for that and hit that subscribe button to get notified.